So I didn't really like anything this morning. I just ended up taking two pretty small scalps. And I just didn't really feel like waiting around, especially after what happened yesterday afternoon, which we will talk about after we go over today. But I just wanted to take it slow today after that. So we just took two small scalps. It's only 10:30 Eastern time right now, so calling my day like short again. We're looking at the 15-minute where I have marked out some key swing lows on the 15-minute right here. So as we were moving down, I was looking for draws on liquidity at those levels, and as you see, we're hitting all of them. That's the last one for a while until we have like on the daily way down here. So I'll be curious to see what kind of reaction we get here, but I'm done trading for the day. Like I said, looking at the 2-minute this morning, when we opened up, we ripped up right into, we got a rejection right off of this fair value gap. So notice that right away. I liked that. We started moving down. I was watching the 1 minute after I saw that. On that very quick reaction down, we created another fair value gap, breaking this swing and breaking this swing. So it's a pretty strong move with an order block right here, and then retesting this fair value gap that was created. Turn off that. So then I saw this fair value gap get hit, and then we start moving down, and like I said, I had these two areas marked out that we were being drawn to. So I did get in a short pretty early this morning down in here. Let's put on executions. So I took a short here after I noticed we're creating these fair value gaps and respecting them. So just capturing a portion of the move. I don't need to capture the whole entire move. I don't need to get in immediately. I'm liking this new method of, like, I know what I'm looking for, and I've heard ICT talk about it. Wait for a reaction at the levels you're looking at. So I see fair value gaps. I see some pretty strong swings that we want to get drawn to. So I'm looking for short setups, and I'm looking for the market to create those setups and then react off of them. This big wick up here is a reaction, a very strong reaction, and indication that we're going to respect bearish fair value gaps and that we're working lower. And with all these draws on liquidity so close together, I was fairly certain that we're going to start hitting them. So I took a short in here for a few points. Market comes back up to pick up some more orders. Quickly drops down, creating another fair value gap. And then so I got in on that one, and it was also right around this line is like the 50% of from this high to this low. So we come up into a discount, right? With a fair value gap, pretty strong setup, or high probability setup. So took that short, and was just aiming for these lows, which we got very quickly on that one candle. Then I just sat around and watched this, and we're just slowly grinding down. I don't really want to trade any more of that. So here's my executions, better executions on Tradervue. So there's that first one for 290. Took a little while, and then this one was within the same 1 minute candle, just for about 9 points. So 165 on that, which brings us to 450 on the day. I'm happy with that, especially with these being so quick. Oh, that second one was only 27 seconds. I like that. I like quick trades. I know I demonstrated I can have the patience over these last couple months with that other strategy where I was waiting like hours. But I mean, who doesn't want to just know they made money immediately? So that's that. Now off to talk about what happened yesterday. I made the mistake of opening my charts. I was kind of watching them on and off throughout the day. Here's yesterday. Let me mark out like the close so it's easier to see. There's 4. So here's the afternoon session between noon and 4. And what's frustrating is that I checked it early on in the afternoon and saw this huge move down. So all this, I mean, I consider that all displacement. And I was wondering if we were going to retrace back up to 50%. There's a fair value gap right there, dead center on the 5-minute, which is a strong time frame in my opinion. So I was around in the early afternoon. I was like, oh, I'm going to check this later and see if we come back up halfway and respect that fair value gap. Well, I came back which that would be a short. I would want to short up here or even that one. So, I mean, I didn't, and I wasn't even planning on trading. However, I came back around 2:33 or yeah, closer to 3ish, and I completely ignored the reaction. I completely ignored the reaction at the 50% and that fair value gap. I don't know why. I just completely ignored it. And what I saw when I jumped on the chart was a low, a high, a lower low with a quick buy up. So instead of looking for shorts, I started looking for longs off of the 50% of that move, which this is a valid setup. So I'm not beating myself up too much about it. Just sucks that it was the afternoon of FOMC minutes. So there was a little more movement than normal, which means my stop was way bigger than normal. So it kind of hurt. But I mean, it's a valid setup. Low, high, lower, low, quick reaction out with displacement. Coming back 50% with a fair value gap. So I tried taking a long. I took a long, exited for like minus 10 points. Then I'm like, I need to trust it. So got in again, took another long, and obviously my stop was where it needed to be. Again, they were just larger moves because of the news, and got stopped out for like 50 points. So minus 60 points. So my beautiful green day went from a nice green to a bad red. I'll let you guys do the math on all that. I kind of sucks. Like, I'm disappointed that I kept trading when I said I wasn't going to trade. I put a video out. Usually, like, me putting a video out solidifies I'm done for the day. But I just ignored it and was hoping I could come back today and be like, hey, I took a nice trade in the afternoon and show you guys. But unfortunately, I ignored the larger move. And you have to look at the larger move. Sometimes the little moves that happen don't really indicate where the market's going. It's going to respect the larger move, and the larger move was wanted to keep going down. So we also have like the 3 drives pattern, so high, 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 plus that the third one being right at 50%, right around the fair value gap. Like, that was a beautiful setup if I would have recognized that when I jump back on the chart. And like I said, I was looking at that earlier in the afternoon and just completely ignored my thesis. I need to, if I'm going to do stuff like that, I need to start marking my charts up when I'm thinking. Otherwise, I just change my mind later when I see something different, which is obviously good because I start freaking taking bad trades. So that's that. Not, I mean, it's not the end of the world. I'm more just disappointed that I made a mistake. So after today and after what happened yesterday, we're down a little bit from what you guys saw yesterday, but we're still in the green. 5 days in, up $1,300. I can't complain about that. Had I not made my mistake, we'd be up more, but we have no rush to get through this evaluation account. I know I said I want to get through it in a month, but I can't. It's not healthy to put that pressure on myself. This account allows for $5,000 of drawdown, and it's 90% off. So the $30 that I'm paying for the first month, the second month I think goes to 80% off. So if we pay a total of $90, $100 to pass this in 2 months, that's perfectly fine to get a $5,000 account. It's whatever. Like I said, I'm more just disappointed that I made a mistake, but at least I kept my stop where it needed to be and was like, you know what? I recognize I made a mistake and I just stopped there. I could have easily tilted and kept going. But I recognized my emotions and I was done for the day. So today you can bet it that I am for sure done posting the video. Tomorrow, today will have been solidified with 449 on the day, and we move on to Friday. Let me know how you guys are doing, or you did if you're finished, and we'll talk to you in the comments.